Hi football fans, welcome back. In today's video, we have some juicy news to break down. So let's dive right into it, and now let's get into the details. Alright folks, it's official, BVB have landed another top young talent from the Premier League. Carney Chukwuemeka has swapped London for Germany after completing a permanent move to Borussia Dortmund. Yes, you heard that right, this isn't a loan deal. BVB have shelled out a tidy sum of around 25 million euros to bring the 20-year-old to the Signal Iduna Park. And hold your horses, the deal isn't done yet. We've got some more twists and turns to unravel. So stay tuned cause we're just getting started. Carney Chukwuemeka might be a name that rings a bell for Chelsea fans. He has been turning heads since he was a kid and has even made a couple of appearances for the England U21s, but his time at Stamford Bridge hasn't exactly been smooth sailing. Despite showing glimpses of brilliance, he's had to watch from the sidelines more often than he'd like, making only sporadic starts under Potter and Lampard. In fact, last season, he only saw the field for a bit over 1,000 minutes. But here's the kicker, Chelsea are said to have negotiated a hefty sell-on clause in this deal. Rumor has it that they Lions bagged a cool 20% if Dortmund managed to offload him for a profit in the future. Now that's some shrewd business, so why the big bucks for a player who hasn't exactly set the world on fire? Well, here's the lowdown, Dortmund's got a thing for young prospects. Remember Erling Haaland and Jude Bellingham? Same story there. They spotted potential in these players that they believe can be polished into gold. And they're betting big on Chukwuemeka being the next big thing. The young lad's got pace to burn, skills to match, and a flair that can light up any match. His stats back up his potential. Last season, he managed an impressive 4.3 successful dribbles per game, showcasing his knack for weaving through defenders like they're not even there. Plus, he's not all flash and no substance. He's chipped in with 4 goals and 5 assists in his sporadic appearances for Chelsea. Chukwuemeka isn't just about raw talent though, he's got brains to match. A product of the famed Chelsea Academy, he's been schooled in the art of football finesse. And don't let his age fool you, he's got a football IQ that puts him way ahead of his years. Dortmund, with their eye on the future, have taken a gamble, but it's a gamble that could pay off big time. They're not just getting a player, they're investing in a brand, a symbol of the new era they're stepping into. Now, you might be wondering, how did this transfer saga unfold? Well, let me spill the beans. The whispers started way back in June when rumors suggested that Dortmund had opened talks with Chelsea for Chukwuemeka. But it wasn't until recently that things heated up. Enter Aaron Anselmino, a fellow Chelsea youngster. He beat Chukwuemeka to the punch, joining Dortmund on a season-long loan deal. It seemed like Chukwuemeka would be staying put at Stamford Bridge, at least for now. But plot twist, Ansaldi's impending arrival at Dortmund seems to have paved the way for Chukwuemeka's own switch. Talk about a domino effect. Now you're probably scratching your head wondering, why Dortmund? Why did Chukwuemeka choose the Bundesliga side over other suitors? Well, my curious friend, the answer lies in the heart of Germany. Dortmund have become the hotspot for young talent, much like the legendary Barcelona of the early 2000s. Their track record speaks for itself. They've nurtured players like Robert Lewandowski, Marco Reus, and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang into footballing gods. When Dortmund comes calling, it's hard to say no. And for Chukwuemeka, the choice was clear. He wants to play, he wants to grow, and he wants to do it in one of Europe's most exciting leagues. The Bundesliga is a hotbed of young talent. Players like Jamal Musiala, Florian Wirtz, and Youssoufa Moukoko are lighting up the scoreboards and making a name for themselves. It's a league that celebrates flair, speed, and skill. And guess what? Chukwuemeka fits right in. This isn't just about playing time or personal glory for Chukwuemeka. It's about finding the perfect place to showcase his talent and help his team succeed. Dortmund needs a midfield maestro, and Chukwuemeka is more than up to the task. You might be thinking, what about Chelsea? Will they miss Chukwuemeka's magic? Well, maybe. But remember, this isn't goodbye forever. It's a loan deal with an option to buy. Chelsea might just be loaning him out to gain experience, but who knows? Maybe this is just the beginning of a beautiful journey. If you're a fan of BVB, your heart is probably doing the cha-cha. This signing is a clear indication that the club is serious about rebuilding and returning to the glory days. After narrowly missing out on Champions League football last season, finishing a respectable 6th, they've brought in the likes of Yusuf, Moukoko, Julian Ryerson and Sebastian Haller to bolster their squad. And now with the addition of Chukwuemeka, they're sending a message to Europe. On the flip side, if you're a Chelsea fan, you might be feeling a tinge of sadness. Seeing a promising youngster leave the club isn't always a pleasant pill to swallow. But remember, football is a journey, not a destination. Chukwuemeka needs to play, he needs to grow, and he needs to find his rhythm. Whether he does that at Dortmund or returns to Chelsea someday, that's a story only time will tell. Now let's talk about what the numbers are saying. Chukwuemeka's stats paint a picture of a player on the brink of greatness. Last season, despite the limited playing time, he managed an impressive 4.3 successful dribbles per game. That's right, folks. He's got the knack for juking past defenders like they aren't even there. And let's not forget his contributions to the scoreboard. With 4 goals and 5 assists to his name, Chukwuemeka knows how to make his presence felt. He's not just a dribbling wizard, he's a playmaker with vision and precision passing skills. But what does this transfer mean for both clubs? Well, let's dissect it. For Dortmund, it's a statement. They're not afraid to bet on young talent and mold them into footballing gems. Remember the success they had with Erling Haaland and Jude Bellingham? They're hoping to replicate that magic with Chukwuemeka. As for Chelsea, it's a calculated move. They might be letting go of a promising asset, but they've secured a hefty sell-on clause. If Chukwuemeka flourishes at Dortmund and they sell him on for a profit, Chelsea will reap the rewards. It's smart business in the world of cutthroat football finance. In the grand scheme of things, this transfer is a win-win. Chukwuemeka gets to play, Dortmund lands a rising star, and Chelsea secures a piece of the pie. So what are the fans saying? Well, let's take a peek at what the Chatterati have to say. Dortmund fans are buzzing with excitement. Many are hailing the signing as a coup for the club. One fan tweeted, "We are officially better than last season already." Another chimed in, "Welcome to the best club in Germany." Chelsea fans, on the other hand, are feeling a mix of emotions. Some are sad to see Chukwuemeka go, but they're respecting his decision to seek more playing time elsewhere. One fan posted, "Good luck to him, he's got immense potential." Another added, "Wishing him all the best. He deserves to play week in, week out." With the transfer saga officially closed, it's time to look ahead. What can we expect from Chukwuemeka in the upcoming season? Will he live up to the hype? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, he's got the talent and the drive to make it big. Under the guidance of Edin Terzic, Dortmund's manager, Chukwuemeka will have the tools to hone his skills and become the complete midfielder. Well, folks, that's a wrap on today's transfer breakdown. Thanks for joining me on this wild ride. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more updates. And most importantly, share your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think Chukwuemeka will shine at Dortmund? Only time will tell. Until next time, keep the passion alive and keep following for more updates. This is your host, reminding you that in the world of football, anything can happen. So keep watching and keep believing.